everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First down, Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
First carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Corey leads it. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They go play action here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Running left is Crowell, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down throw for Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, here's Crowell fighting down past the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down carry now for Crowell. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, again, it's Crowell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's a give to Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On third down, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Ryan. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, it's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Funches with a catch over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
To throw, Kaiser. Fighting to stay upright. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser now. And he's going to go down again. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns send out their punter now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To throw is Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Ryan. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Chargers. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the...
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And now it's third down. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient, and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man. It's Williams. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
To throw is Kaiser. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Mebane in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Now he's got his man complete. Sammy Coates off to the races. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Here's Ryan to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the end around, here comes Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it's Carson. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Ryan being chased out left and avoids the contact by sliding. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Coleman. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Hill takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Kaiser now from the 50. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
let's go. 1, 9, Ohio.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
1, 9,
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Kaiser under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Let's go. 38.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts, do you know?
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point. In this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.